Weapon Fantasy Football Show.
What's cracking, everybody? Welcome in. Week 15 playoffs is almost over. Monday Night Football doubleheader tonight. We are going to look back at where we were right, where we were wrong. And if you guys have any more questions about any starts or sits tonight, if you want to hop in Bandit too, let me know. Let me get it rolling here. I need to add the screen. Hang on. I just got on. Let me get this in here. There we go. What's up, Brandon? Vikings or Falcons D tonight, down 10 with Drake London. They have sincere. Last time the Vikings and the Bears played, it was a shootout game, bro. I would definitely go against Desmond Ridder and play the Falcon D. What's good? Protect your QB. How we doing, brother? Bandit, who did I say be wide receiver on the week when I was on the show? Who did you say? I forgot. What's cracking? Protect. What's good? What's good? What's good? So I'm going to go through the games here, look at the picks we made. I did not. It was Disco had a great week. I did not have a good week here on calls. It was kind of rough. So he took DK Metcalf over the 61. That was bad. I took Jaden Reed over the 41 receiving. He didn't get that. He took Chuba over 15.5 receiving yards. He absolutely smashed that. Tay Adams went bonkers at the end, bro. Do you want to hop in, Bandit, or no? I can send you the link if you want. Disco's going to hop in later. I'll shoot it to your Twitter right now. Hang on. Let me get it going here. If you want to hop in, there you go, brother. We got to roll down here. So I took Calvin Ridley for 4.5 receptions, and he just absolutely did not do shit against the Bengals, which is crazy to me. I mean, it was a Tony Pollard, Tyjae Spears game. Tyjae Spears with 25 points. Unbelievable performance from Tyjae Spears. I couldn't believe that happened. We went down. He took Jalen McMillan over 31.5 receiving yards. Disco hit that. I took Justin Herbert over the passing. He absolutely choked and shit the bed versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was really ugly. No worries, bro. Hop in whenever you want. Saquon Barkley, he took 99.5 rushing yards. Obviously, Saquon Barkley got banged up in the first half. He missed, 4 or 5 drives that you saw Kenneth Gainwell in. Bryce says, down by 28. I have Bowers. I need a flex option. I go Aaron Jones. I'd play it safe. I mean, you're taking a risk with Addison. He's been hot. I like DJ Moore a lot. But if you already have Bowers, I'm taking the safe points with Aaron Jones. The matchup's great versus the Bears. They've been struggling versus the run lately. I know he's a risky pick. The Chicago Bears are 4th worst against the run in the past 4 weeks. So I do like that play. Up 63, he has Barrett, Bijan, and Aaron Jones, who wins. He'll never switch tonight, even though I should win. I don't even know if I'm going to win community first, bro. I'm looking like I'm a little down right now. I need Caleb and DJ Moore to go off. Or do I start Kirk Cousins over Caleb Williams? And he's struggling, and you get the Raiders. That's the situation I'm in there. It's not good. I took Pat Freiermuth over the receiving. Not good there. DJ and Caleb, they do have a good matchup. They played good last time. I hope they pop again. Does that change if I say I'm down 28 and he still has Darnold? Oh, man. So if he has Darnold and you're down 28 and you got Bowers going, I mean, Aaron Jones could go for 20. The upside play would be DJ Moore. DJ Moore dropped 26 on Minnesota last time they played. It's always risky with DJ Moore, though. But, I mean, if you want to go for the upside play and you have to go for the most points, I think the ceiling play is DJ Moore, and that's what I would do. Because you never know. Aaron Jones gets banged up. He misses snaps here and there. He doesn't play the full time, and it's just he's risky, but he's also safe 10 points, I took Pat Freiermuth over 31. He did not get 31 yards, but he got the touchdown. He still had a good day. Then in the Patriots game, Disco took Drake Mays rushing. He missed that. I took Trey McBride receiving. That hit. Then we went down to the Colts game. Disco took Pittman over 43.5. I took Sutton over 70. Sutton played terrible, got a touchdown at the end. In the Bills game, he took Kamari Cooper's 3.5 receptions. I took Amon-Ra for 68.5. He crushed. In the Commanders game, Disco took Terry McLaurin over 66. I took Kamara's receiving. They both hit there. In the Jets game, he took the interception. I took Garrett Wilson receiving. It was not Garrett Wilson day. It was Devontae Adams day. If I win community first with the RB 1, 2, 3, all on the same team, no Monty now. Yeah, Monty injury hurts bad. I lost him on a bye in like 3 leagues, bro, which really, really hurts. What's good, Chris? He says PPR down 47 against DJ Moore. I have Bijan Myers in the Vikings defense. Should I put Hawkinson? I would play Hawkinson over Myers. I just don't trust Desmond Ridder, man. I just don't. Did Aiden make it back out there? I know he was a true game time decision. If Aiden's out there, I'm rolling out Myers. Aiden looks like a game time decision. Come down to warm-ups to see when he's out there. Desmond Ridder will start at quarterback, whoever steps into the center. Yeah, it's not looking good for the Raiders. So, I mean, the matchup is great for Jacoby Myers. Atlanta funnels a ton of passes to the wide receiver 1. Ugh. Upside is higher for Myers. I mean, it is, but with Desmond Ridder, I don't how much upside do you really have? You know, so I mean, he got garbage time stats and it was ugly, bro, last week. Like, it was horrible to watch. And you're playing against a terrible Tampa Bay defense. So he stepped in when they were already down. You know, the game was over. He did go 12 for 18 for 101, but dude, they were check downs. There was I mean, I go Jacoby Myers. If Aiden's out there, Jacoby Myers is a smash. What's up, Chilo? I'm going Odunze over Ray McLeod. I don't like the game script for the Falcons Raiders game. I'd rather have the team that's going to be playing from behind, even though you have 3 wide receivers. You know, I'd rather play against the Vikings where you have more points to score. The Falcons could get up on the Raiders, 20-3 early, 14-3. And it could be I think it's the Bijan Tyler Algier night tonight. So I'm definitely staying away from Ray McLeod. It is tough. That's a super tough one. I mean, Hawk could get 15-20 also. So, I mean, I don't like that. O'Connell is the emerge. Is that locked in? That's official? All I saw was, let me pull up my phone real quick. Oh, yeah, there it is. I just got it right now. You see, my guy Andrew coming through. Aiden O'Connell dealing with a bone bruise, listed questionable, officially inactive tonight. He's the emergency QB. I cannot say start Jacoby Myers over TJ Hawkinson with Desmond Ridder, even though the matchup is beautiful. I mean, that's coin flip to the max. So I took Garrett Wilson. He took Mac Jones. Disco hit there. I missed there. He took Joe Mixon longest reception. I took Tua passing yards. Tua absolutely shit the bed. Jalen Waddle went down early. Jalen Waddle and Tua cost me a couple playoff matchups. I'm not happy about it. He took Xavier Worthy for receiving yards. He hit that. I took Jameis Winston's passing yards. That was horrible. I took Rico Dowdle rushing at 81.5. He took Chuba receiving at 15. That was a hit. And then he took Yosavas 13.5 longest reception and Calvin Ridley. We missed that. And then we missed Justice Hill and DeVito. I had a very, very bad single lock day. I was 5 for 13 and Disco was 8 for 13. He definitely crushed me. So I did not do well there. Dude, I mean, when Tua was running and you saw him go head first, I was even watching the game like, oh my fucking God, is this guy serious, bro? Like, what are you doing? What do you like, if anything, from tonight's game, Bandit? What do you like? I took this card right here. I like Bijan longest rush. That's Disco. I took Disco's Bijan longest rush. I took Desmond Ridder under the passing, Drake London receiving yards, Young Hoku's kicker, Kyle Pitts receiving, and Tyler Algier is going to get over 26 yards, I think, easily. I think that's one of the best bets of the night. I mean, he had like 70 yards last game. He got more involved. And what do you like from tonight, Andrew, if anything? I didn't place anything besides Aaron and Bijan over, hoping they go under. So you're betting the over, so you get the under to win the matchup? All right. Let's see. 67.5 seems like an outlier. I mean, so if you go like this, the Bears past 4 games, they're giving up 133 yards a game rushing, right? So Aaron Jones over seems like an absolute lock. Do I trust Do you trust Bijan that he's going to play the whole game and crush 85 rushing yards? That's the question. I'll write it with you. I'll take the changes. 84.5, 67.5. I only had $16 and I'll bet that. I have a matchup tonight where I'm at. It's projected 135, 133. And I have Justin Jefferson. Let me see here. I'll pull it up. This is a $500 12-man regular league half point PPR. Where we at here? Dude, look at this matchup. This is going to be a freaking absolute sweat tonight, bro. Share screen. So let me take his question down. I don't know if you guys can see that if it's zoomed in enough. Let me see if I zoom in here. Does it zoom in on the screen? So I had Josh Allen. I played Tyreek Hill. Tyrone Tracy did nothing. Kyron Williams. I played Pat Frymouth over Kincaid. That was a nice 2-point bump. Devonta Smith. I have Young Ho Koo and Jefferson. And he has Bijan and Jacoby Myers. And we're at 135, 133 projections. Fucking nervous. Sorry, I'm tied up with work right now. Oh, no worries, Andrew. I got you, bro. Too locked in for fantasy, looking at props. Mahomes is week to week. The Chiefs have a 2-game lead over the Bills, so you know they're going to sit Mahomes 1 week at least. So that's kind of a given. Didn't do any research. Was at the UFC this weekend. Been so hungover. Bijan and Aaron, they do have prime matchups. What's up, Mr. Magic? How we doing, brother? What's good, Joe? Joe says Drake May. Unfortunately, MHJ got us to the second round, bearing a catastrophic Monday night. Dude, Marvin Harrison Jr. is, man. I mean, I even said it before, like in the stream. I was like, I just do not trust the guy. I didn't trust Breece Hall. Thank God he got that touchdown at the end to save his fantasy day because Breece Hall was about to have a terrible day. He lives in Florida, Magic. I'm going to stop the screen. Share this one. So, okay. Let me roll back here and see where we were at. Yeah, I need a big day in community first, bro. Big time. I need Caleb Williams and DJ Moore to show up heavy tonight. God's only from Jelly. What's good, brother? So, breaking down each game, Rams, Niners, no one expected a 12-6 game. That was so ugly. My 49ers are done for the year. Rams are now fighting into the playoff spot, possibly, with the Seahawks losing to Green Bay. They got shattered last night. So the NFC West is going to be a shootout down the stretch. Chiefs got the win over the ugly Browns. Jerome Ford is going to be the pickup of the week on the waiver wire. If you have any leagues where Jerome Ford is available, make sure you are smashing Jerome Ford. They don't know if Jameis Winston is going to start. It looks like Cedric Tillman and Njoku will be back next week for Cincinnati, which is nice for the Browns. The Bengals game, Jamar Chase did his thing. T. Higgins did his thing. Chase Brown is unbelievable as well. The Chase brothers they have are ridiculous. Tony Pollard found the end zone. Disco had an anytime touchdown on that. That was nice. Tyjae Spears had a monster day. And my guy, Will Levis, the mayonnaise, was not spreading. He was absolutely terrible. And the Commanders game was interesting, man. They got the win, but they choked that game away. And Spencer Rattler came in and led them down to 2 touchdowns and almost brought him back. That was very, very interesting with no Kamara down the stretch, too. I'm not excited to pick up Spencer Rattler. Kamara looks day to day. So, I mean, if you have a waiver spot, you could also take a shot on Kendre Miller. That's not bad at all either. I'm not against that. Let me move on. Jelly, what do you like for picks tonight, bro? Let me hear him. Ravens Giants was the ugliest Derrick Henry fucking performance in a smash matchup I have ever seen. I cannot believe that Derrick Henry did not have over 70 yards and only 14 touches. Malik Neighbors, I told you guys, the 50 people asked me in chat who's a better start, Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr. It's always Malik Neighbors. Marvin Harrison Jr. does not get the volume. He does not get open. He does not look like he's locked in for football. It's very weird. Cowboys, Cooper Rush looked great. CeeDee Lamb looked great. Rico Dowdle was my smash start. He went for 150 yards. He absolutely destroyed. I put Chuba Hubbard high because I let people talk me into it. I really didn't like Chuba Hubbard versus the Cowboys, but he did okay. He got like 10 points, wasn't amazing. Adam Thielen did absolutely nothing. Jake Ferguson had a smash matchup. He did absolutely nothing. And the Cowboys still dominated. I mean, they threw touchdowns to Tolbert and Jalen Brooks, the rookie. Really, really ugly fantasy side for like if you're playing the other wide receivers there. The Jets game, I loved Aaron Rodgers this week. Aaron Rodgers destroyed Devontae Adams, Fresno State. Shout out Bulldogs. He went absolutely nuts. Freaking nuclear. 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 12 targets. Unbelievable performance from Devontae Adams. And Aaron Rodgers put up 30 points, man. And Aaron Rodgers, guys, had 45 yards rushing at age 41. That is bonkers to me in that game. I couldn't believe it. My number one takeaway right here, if you guys are ready for next week, if you're into the semifinals, right, is Brian Thomas Jr. is must start every single week. He is a superstar wide receiver. And you should be picking up Brenton Strange for next week because Brenton Strange was an absolute stud play. He's one of my sleeper calls on stream, and he saw 11 freaking receptions on 12 targets, and he gets the Raiders, which is very nice. So that's Brenton Strange is something you should be looking at for next week if you need tight end help 100%. Dolphins Texans game, fucking, I don't know what the hell Tua was doing. I mean, he had a perfect matchup, threw for under 200 yards. Achane did not do good on the ground. He did decent through the air. He didn't find the end zone. An interesting pickup as well on the Dolphins side is going to be Malik Washington because you got Jalen Waddle down with the injury. Malik Washington saw a lot of work. He saw 5 receptions in the game, so it wasn't bad for him. Amari Cooper and Cooper Kupp absolutely shit the bed. How can Josh Allen throw for 300+ yards? And Amari Cooper goes from 14 targets last week on 50% of the snaps. And then he comes out this week, plays more snaps in a 80+ point game, and he does nothing. I just don't understand what happened to Amari Cooper. It's not like they're doubling him. He's not a wide receiver that can get, doubled at his age. I don't see that happening. The easiest dub of all time for you, Amari Cooper and Kupp. Yeah. I got some Strange this week. Left Brenton on my SFB bench. Went out with Calcaterra. Oof. Dude, Strange looks good, man. He kind of looks like a Tucker Kraft athletic tight end. Last question. PPR, McCormick or Hawkinson? I'm going McCormick. The matchup versus Atlanta is great. Atlanta versus the run in the past, let's go just 4 weeks here. And you're going to get volume. I don't trust Alexander Madison at all. So Atlanta has, let me see here. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go to one of my guys that I trust a lot here. I'm going to pull up his tweet for you. Where is it? I want the, okay. I don't know if you follow Sal Vitri. He gives a full breakdown, but I don't have the full breakdown. But he's talking about how Sincere McCormick should be a must-start running back in a smash matchup this week. I agree as well. Bijan can get 40. He can. I'm not going to say 40. I'm going to say 20 plus at least for Bijan. But I'm going to also say that it's going to be a lot of a split. I don't think the Raiders hang in this game with Desmond Ridder. I just don't. I think it's going to be really, really ugly. It's tough, man. But Bijan, he has such a good matchup. It's ridiculous. Josh Jacob is going how early next year? He'll go in the first round. He'll be top 12. He looks amazing with the Green Bay offense, dude. He looks like he's so happy to be out of Las Vegas. It's ridiculous. I mean, he's running so much different than you saw last year. Hope he gets 7 rush yards on 17 carries. Dude, you know that what's his name is out too, right, Bandit? My God, I'm blanking on his name right now. The superstar D end. Out for the Max Crosby. Down 11 points, got TJ and Keenan Allen left, but debating if I should start McCormick. I would. Are you talking you already have your tight end locked in, or is this your throwing TJ in a flex? Because I would take this. If I'm down 11, I'm taking the safe points of McCormick all the way. I like McCormick a lot tonight. Like TJ Hawkins, he could go out there and get 2 catches, I'd rather get the guy that's going to get the volume. Mad Max, yeah. So he's done for the season as well. I could be going into week 16 with CMC, Chase Brown, Kamara, and Jacobs as my running back. So all you need is Chase Brown and Jacobs. Chase Brown is unbelievable right now in fantasy football. That guy is a demon. So I think you're fine there. But I'll definitely try to get Kendra Miller off your wire if you can, if you're waiting for Monday night. Back to the Dolphins game. Raheem Mostert, not a great game. Nico Collins, dude, only had 17 freaking yards, and he had 2 freaking teeters. That was interesting to me. I didn't really like that. I played against Nico in a couple leagues. On to the Colts-Broncos game. Anthony Richardson came out lit, shit the bed. Jonathan Taylor dropped a wide-open touchdown. Bonehead play by him. Could have had a monster day for Jonathan Taylor. Still crushed 100 yards against Denver. Jonathan Taylor's a superstar, man. People that ask to start him, you start him every single week. TJ is locked in at tight end. Allen in the flex. Scared Ritter might stink up the game script for Sincere. I would still take the safe play. I know that Keenan Allen did really good against Minnesota last time. He dropped 20 plus. That was in Chicago. You're in Minnesota. There's no weather. You're in a dome. You could ride Keenan. If I'm looking for 11 points, I'm taking the safe running back play though. I'm taking, even if it's 5 points, 6 points, 7 points, I'm taking the touches, especially if it's that close. I was really high on Cortland Sutton. He kind of shit the bed. I mean, 3 catches for 32. Did get a touchdown at the end to save his day, which was nice. Marvin Mims' usage is getting really, really interesting. And for Denver, I mean, they're using him all over the field: running back, wide receiver, kick return, everything. Jaleel McLaughlin came out as a starting running back. Then he went down hurt. And then you saw Javonte Williams take the role, and he went for 6 carries for 15 yards. He did absolutely nothing, like always. And Michael Pittman, 9 targets, 60 yards, nothing with it. Josh Downs was freaking terrible. I mean, the Colts looked horrendous, man. Taking Troy Franklin's touches, which, oh yeah, dude, Mims is faster. I love Mims out of Oklahoma. I don't remember if you remember talking about it last year. I was high on him. And then nothing. JT single-handedly lost the game. He did. That was absolutely terrible. I felt so bad. And I didn't have Jonathan Taylor. I think I had him going with a couple bye teams. That was it. So I was like, thank God. Because if you lost your fantasy football matchup by 4 points and Jonathan Taylor dropped the fucking touchdown, that's just ridiculous bonehead play. On to the Bills-Lions. So here's what you guys need to know for next week. If you have Caleb Williams, if you have DJ Moore, if you have Keenan Allen, if you have DeAndre Swift in a revenge game playing against the Detroit Lions, you start every single player you have against the Detroit Lions defense. They just lost their 2 superstars, superstar DT, superstar corner. They lost their superstar linebacker. They've also lost their superstar Dean Hutchinson, and Anzalone is the linebacker. This defense is beat to shit. Everyone will score on the Lions from here on out. But if you have the Lions offensively, you start all of them. Amon-Ra, Jahmyr Gibbs, Laporta, Goff, because they're going to have to score to keep up in every single game now because their defense is just blown out. When I'm looking at the game, though, Josh Allen is a fantasy football god. He should be drafted in the first round every single time. It's unbelievable. His points are crazy. Disco made an amazing call on James Cook. 100 yards and a TD, called it on stream. I did not like that call. It absolutely hit. Jahmyr Gibbs is now going to be the running back 1 for the rest of fantasy football with David Montgomery out. Jared Goff threw for 500 yards, 5 TDs. He exploded in fantasy football as well. I mean, Jared Goff's going to be a great play the rest of the way. It's going to be unbelievable because their defense is so bad, they're going to have to score at will. Sam Laporta, I had his tight end 5 on the week. He absolutely crushed. 111 yards, didn't find the end zone. Amon-Ra went nuclear. I mean, he could have even scored again at the end. He got tackled at the 1. He could have had a 50-point fantasy day. Dude, he can't. AR cannot throw. I mean, he just looks really bad mechanically throwing the ball as a quarterback. It's absolutely ridiculous. I got a question for you guys, though, and I didn't know this. Is this new to fantasy football, right? So when you do an onside kick, you can now advance the onside kick instead of getting it. I thought it's where you touched it and that's where it's dead at. Mac Hollins almost took that shit for a touchdown. So I didn't even know you could advance the ball like that. That must be a new rule they added this year or something. Tim Patrick was nothing. Jameson Williams saved his day with a touchdown at the end. Khalil Shakir got another touchdown. He looks like a must-start flex player every single week. Keon Coleman caught that bomb down the sideline, which was nice. Great throw by Josh Allen. That was an unbelievable Josh Allen throw on that one. And the Bills look like a legit Super Bowl contender. Only the receiving team can advance. What's good, Emo? What do you mean, brother? Only receiving team can advance. I don't know what that means. Oh, the onside kick. Sorry. Okay. So, yeah, but what I'm saying is last year, when you touched the onside kick, it was dead right there, right? You couldn't advance it. So now is it a new rule they added? That's what I was kind of wondering. Because I didn't know you could do that. I thought as soon as you recovered it or touched it, wherever it was, and you couldn't advance the ball forward off of it. I could be wrong. I don't know. I thought that we were talking about that. We were watching the game. I was like, dude, I don't think you can do that. Onto the Steelers game. I did not like Russell Wilson in this game. The only player I liked for the Steelers was Pat Freiermuth. That was absolute nails. Everyone on the Steelers was terrible. I was not playing Najee. I was not playing Jalen Warren. I was not playing any wide receivers as long as George Pickens isn't out there. On the Eagles side, I was a lot lower on Hurts. That was a terrible call. Hurts absolutely smashed. 290 yards, 2 TDs. I was not high on A.J. Brown. He absolutely smashed. Of course, the drama came back, and they just, of course, lighted up. It's ridiculous. Saquon Barkley might have lost his chance for 2,000 yards, man. He got hurt in the first half, fell on his shoulder, missed the whole first half, came back in the second half, still took 19 touches, which is crazy. Looked amazing, but never found the end zone. Really hurt fantasy football. I thought the onside is live for the receiving team only, but for the kickoff team, the rule is dead from the spot. I don't know. That's what we were talking about. I remember, I think last year it was like the Packers game. Romeo Dobbs, makes the recovery and he runs like 40 yards down for a touchdown or something, or they're at like the 50. So it's different yardage back then or last year. And he takes it for a touchdown and they call it back because you can't advance it. That's why I was like, I don't think you can take that back, but I didn't know if they changed the rule or something. Justin Fields stepped in for a couple plays, nothing great there. Calvin Austin, decent day. I didn't like anything. The worst call was I didn't like Devontae Smith. And Devontae Smith saw more targets than A.J. Brown, almost the same amount of yards and a touchdown. He was phenomenal. It was a really, really good day for A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Hurts against a great defense. So that was impressive. Patriots Cardinals game. James Conner was an absolute smash running back of mine. He absolutely smashed the Patriots, dropped 30 points, went nuclear. Drake May had a very, very tough game. I mean, he looked great with the attempts. He had a great accuracy. I mean, he 19 for 23, a TD and a pick. Did not hit his rushing prop, did not hit the long rush. It was very, very rough. And Ramondre Stevenson, tough day on the ground, 13 for 69, not amazing there. And Ramondre Stevenson didn't do a lot in the receiving game like I thought he would either. So that was kind of an even keel game there for him. Trey McBride is the best tight end in football. I don't care if people say that it's Brock Bowers. It's Trey McBride. Kyler Murray, 23 of 32, 24. Another bad Kyler Murray game. He didn't rush for shit either, which I thought he would hit his rushing. He did nothing there. And DeMercado is out and Trey Benson is out. So now it looks like the full James Conner show. And James Conner's going to get Carolina this week. He could be RB1 this week, literally. Marvin Harrison Jr., 2 catches for 32 fucking yards, 6 targets. This guy is not worth the fantasy football pick at all. He's probably the worst player you drafted that wasn't hurt from the top 2 rounds in fantasy football. It's absolutely terrible. I do not know what to say about anything about him. Greg Dortch saw more yards. Trey McBride, still 10 targets, 87 yards. Hasn't found the end zone. Trey's going to score next week for the first time all year. Saquon should go for 500 in the last 2 games. He should. He fucking should. I mean, I hope so. I hope that injury doesn't nag him. DJ Dallas, the kick returner, yeah. He's going to be the RB2 too, right? So he'll have both duties there. When I'm looking at the Patriots and I watched a little bit of the game, this team is just, they need help. They need weapons. They need anything on the wide receiver side they can to help him. I know that Pop Douglas could be your, gadget guy, flex guy. It's just really, really tough that they don't get open. There's no separation. There's no jump ball go getters. There's fucking no help for Drake May. So he's doing great with nothing really. What's good, crypto? I like Keenan Allen tonight. Keenan Allen dropped 20 plus on Minnesota last time. Now you're in a dome tonight. They should be playing from behind. They should, it was a high scoring game last time as well. I do like Keenan as a start tonight. Depends. Well, I mean, obviously you don't have anyone else. Are you talking like props? Or are you talking start him, sit him, or what are you talking there, crypto? He saw a lot of targets last time versus Minnesota too. Looking back at the Buccaneers Chargers game, Bucky Irving is the guy. It's ridiculous. His game breaking ability is unbelievable. Rashad White still had a decent day, closed out garbage time touchdown at the end. That was nice. Baker Mayfield threw for 4 fucking TDs. He balled out. I did not think he'd do that against the Charger defense. Ladd McConkey is a must-start wide receiver weekly. Stone Smart came out with a hot first half, then he kind of fizzled out. Quentin Johnston found the end zone. He hurt his ankle as well. Then he came back in. And it's time for them to put out Kamani Vidal. I mean, let's be honest. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, Gus Edwards is freaking horrible, man. 8 carries for 23 yards, 2.9. Absolutely bad there. Cade Otton is nothing when Mike Evans is out there. Mike Evans is going to get his 1,000 yards again. He got 162 TDs. Absolutely popped off. Jalen McMillan becomes a sleeper play now in fantasy football for the rest of the season because he's got 3 TDs in 2 games and he's seeing about 6-7 targets a game, which is nice. He's locked up the wide receiver 2 spot. And I don't really have any other takes there on this game. I think Tampa's going to be fighting for the playoffs. Chargers kind of sliding out. Nice call on the Cowboys defense. I loved it, dude. I knew that Bryce Young was going to absolutely be just throttled by the Cowboy defense. He had so many turnovers, dude. They should have had a touchdown also as well. that they didn't get to take back because of the stupid flag or something. I forget what it was. But yeah, that Cowboy defense absolutely destroyed him. For the Packers game, we called that the Packers would absolutely annihilate the Seattle Seahawks. They absolutely crushed the Seattle Seahawks. The Packers are legit Super Bowl contenders. I mean, Jaden Reed still not involved like I thought he would be. I thought, okay, yeah, they're going to give him a 0. Then he's going to get more involved. Romeo Doubs is back. He'll get open. He still had an 8-point fantasy day. Wasn't great. Christian Watson, caught another deep ball, 36 yards. He's always due for a deep ball. Romeo Doubs with 2 TDs on 5 targets. So you could already see Tucker Kraft is, like the 4th man out. He gets 2 targets. Everyone else is more targeted than him. I don't like that. Tucker Kraft is a specimen athlete tight end. And Josh Jacobs was the best pick from the 2nd to 3rd round of fantasy football right now. He's unbelievable. Another 30-touch game. This guy's just volume galore. 4 receptions, 26 carries, 130 yards. Could have had a better game, man. He came out with 17 points in the first half, so he could have really destroyed fantasy, but they didn't use him down the stretch because of the blowout. And it's official. DK Metcalf is no longer the wide receiver 1 in Seattle. I mean, Jackson Smith-Njigba with another 12-target game, 10 receptions, 83 yards. Unbelievable performance from him again. He's such a smooth operator. He looks like Jamar Chase out there running routes. I absolutely love watching Jackson Smith-Njigba play football. It's crazy. Noah Fant, I can't stand that he's still the tight end. I want to see A.J. Barnett from Michigan. Tyler Lockett, 1 catch, 1 target, got kind of banged up in the game. He did nothing. I mean, I don't think Seattle, they got Geno Smith went down. Sam Howell stepped in. I thought Sam Howell would, at least sling it a little bit. He looked absolutely terrible. Threw another pick on his own. Charbonnet went from 40 points to barely saving his day with a touchdown. It's just like I said before that blow-up game he had last week. It's like Charbonnet is that guy I just don't trust when he's a starting guy. And he definitely barely saved the day and kind of garbage time with that touchdown, but I still don't know if I trust Charbonnet that much. Okay, so through all the games tonight, I'll give you the breakdowns tonight. Then I'm going to give you my pick-ems as we go through it here as well. I like the Vikings money line in this game. I almost like the Bears +7. I think I would take the Bears +7. I think it's close, but I'd rather play it safe with the money line because I don't know if you're going to get the Caleb Williams or the Caleb Williams. I don't know which one you're going to get. I like Aaron Jones for 10 plus points. I like Jefferson for 20 plus points in this game. I do not think Addison is going to pop off again. If he does, I'm going to lose my mind. Hawkinson's probably your safe floor of 7 to 10 points unless he finds the end zone. He always has touchdown upside. And the Bears, Roshan Johnson is out. DeAndre Swift is in. I like him for 8 to 10 points with a possible touchdown. I love DJ Moore. I love Keenan Allen in this game. I do not like Cole Kmet at all. He's become a ghost. Romo Dunze, you could like him as well, too. I mean, you never know who's going to pop out of the three. And I'm taking the Vikings money line on that. Falcons, Raiders game. Do we even have to watch the Raiders play? Like, is this a real thing? This team is terrible. I know that the Falcons are struggling too, but the Falcons need to get this win to even stay close. I mean, let me see here. It's at over under 44. I'd probably take the under. I like the over for the Vikings game at 43.5. I'm going to go to the standings real quick and see. The Falcons have a very easy schedule remaining, so their chances are still there. They're 6-7. Tampa Bay is 8-6. So, and then what sucks is the NFC North just blocks off the whole playoffs, right? So Detroit Lions in the bye spot with the Eagles right now. They just took major injuries, which really hurt them. But then you have Minnesota, they're 11 wins. Green Bay, they're 10 wins. So that blocks out all the other chances for any wild card team. So you got your division leaders of Philly, they've locked that up. You've got Tampa Bay, Atlanta fighting for their division spot. And then you have the NFC West with the Rams, Seahawks, and Cardinals all fighting for that spot. But you're not going to get a wild card spot. And the Commanders have 9 wins too. So Atlanta has to win out pretty much. And their schedule is really, really nice. I mean, let me look at it here. So I know they get the Giants. I know they get the Raiders. I'm going to go to best of the best. I'm going to go to Bijan. So they get Las Vegas, New York Giants, Carolina. That's 3 wins right there for the Falcons. But then they get the Commanders at the end. So that's going to be the game that really make or break their season for the playoffs right there. Obviously, I love Bijan in this game. I ranked him at RB2. I love Drake London. He has the best plus matchup on the week for PFF ranking for wide receivers cornerback against the Raiders. He should destroy. Kyle Pitts has an amazing matchup. I actually like Kyle Pitts a lot in this matchup for the first time. And I really haven't liked Kyle Pitts past. Well, I mean, I did like him, 3 weeks ago. I haven't liked him for the past couple of weeks, but this matchup is great for Kyle Pitts. Should be Kirk Cousins' bounce back game, but obviously no one's really going to start Kirk Cousins. On the Raiders side, with no Aiden O'Connell, I don't even know if I like. I mean, you got to start Bowers. He's a superstar. I think it really hurts Jacoby Myers. I do like McCormick tonight for like 8 to 10 points if you need. Mooney, I don't know how the game script's going to go for the Falcons. They could either roll this over or the Falcons could, throw a dud out and look like shit and be an ugly game. So it's kind of tough, to game script it, but I think Bijan's going to give you 20. I like Algier for 6 to 8. I like his rushing prop a lot. I think he covers that. And then I have $6 left. I'm going to build an 8-piece card that I think is going to hit from all these games. So I'm taking Aaron Jones rushing. I'm taking Bijan's rushing. Not the longest rush. I do like the longest rush too. I'm taking Drake London's receiving. I'm taking Kyle Pitts' longest reception. Young Hoku's kicker points. And I'm going to go with Justin Jefferson's receiving yards at 81.5. I'm going to go with DJ Moore at 59.5. And we need one more. Any props from the chat? What do you guys like? Give me one prop you think is an absolute lock here. I mean, DeAndre Swift rushing, it's okay. Bayou Bengal in the building. What is good, my guy? How we doing, brother? Make sure you guys go sub to my guy, Bayou Bengal. Always dropping great content. Got to get him back on the show here at some point. Mr. Magic says Deontay Johnson, he was the worst trade. I don't know what the hell the Ravens were doing trading for him, man. He's obviously Doesn't care about football. His mind is not there. It's ridiculous. Free agent, not worried about him being a good spot next season. That depends, man. I don't know if his mind's in on football right now. And he literally just got bounced around all over this year. His head in his head, he's all fucked up. Kirk 200, London 60, Pitts 20, Bijan 100 plus rushing and receiving. I can't take I don't think it's Addison night. I think it's Jefferson night. So I can't take Justin Jefferson and Addison over. I think that's too much of a risk. Gibbs or Chase Brown next year, dude. Jahmyr Gibbs, always Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't know if I think that Chase Brown is going to be a full, 3-down back coming next year. Yeah, he's done great this year. He's been unbelievable. He's tiny. I know he's the second fastest recorded time in NFL history on the field, which is crazy. He can fly. But I don't see him being like a Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs build. I mean, obviously he's going to get drafted high, right? You're with Joe Burrow. You're with Jamar Chase. T. Higgins could possibly be back. 5'10", 200. Yeah, they're actually the same size. I knew right when I said that they're the same size. So he's the same size as Jahmyr Gibbs. That's kind of crazy. But I still don't think he'll be a 3-down back. Kirk 200, London 60. I took London. I can't take the Kirk's passing with it. And in the building. Because when I take on drafters, if you take the receiver, you can't link the quarterback with like underdog.
What's up?
I do like Jones rushing. Jones rushing at 66. Muted it. Jalen Johnson going to be on JJ.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Matchup proofs. I don't really care. Jalen Johnson doesn't travel that much either. He's a 50% shadow, just the left side of the field. He's very good though. He is like the second highest rated PFF corner in the game. Oh my God, dude. The running backs, dude, if Gene does not go to the Dallas Cowboys, I am going to lose my fucking mind. Imagine him on the Dallas Cowboys next year. It'd be ridiculous. He got robbed of the Heisman. I don't care what anyone says.
No, he didn't.
I know that Travis Hunter was a class act. Played both.
He didn't.
It should be. I can't hear you, Bandit, by the way. Oh.
I can hear myself on your
I think my headset's off. Hang on.
We good now?
Hello?
This guy.
Now I can hear you. I had my headset off. Jesus.
Genty did not get robbed.
He got robbed.
No, he didn't.
Dude.
One guy missed, three and a half games, and he played both sides of the ball, lockdown corner, and a standout wide receiver, compared to a running back.
Hang on. I got something for you. I want to find this tweet, and I want to show you this tweet.
Glad he won it.
So Ricky Williams' Heisman year was okay. I got it. Hang on. Here it comes.
Derrick Henry, whoever you want. It doesn't matter. One guy plays both sides of football.
Here it comes. Derrick Henry, 2,219 yards, Heisman. Ricky Williams, 21-24, Heisman.
Strength of schedule.
1834, Heisman. Reggie Bush, 1740, Heisman. Mark Ingram, 1650, Heisman. Gene T, 2,500, second, robbed.
Strength of schedule.
Yeah, you could say that, I guess. I mean, they didn't play anybody, but still, he would do that on any team. He looks ridiculous.
He's gonna be good though. Yeah, that's for sure.
Fantasy is gonna be running back dominant. Fantasy was running back dominant this year. Even best ball, everything. I don't think Hunter did either, Magic. I don't. I know that Deion Sanders brings the hype and everyone gets lit up for it. It's in play he's not gonna play both ways in the pros though either. This is not college. I don't see Hunter. He's not gonna be he's not gonna be as relevant though.
He's not gonna play 100% of the snaps on both sides, but he's going to play both sides, I think.
I can see that. Give me I don't think he'll be that good at wide receiver if he plays corner. These aren't college boys, man. These are big boys. If you had one lock, what would it be?
Dude, my head's so on fantasy that I just think that Aaron Jones and Bijan are going to go off. But, I mean, if I had to pick something, it would definitely be anything for Bijan. I just think he's going to have a great night.
I have Bijan.
I like that you pointed out Algiers yards because he's going to get work.
I think Algiers going to have a big one as well. I'm going to place this in here. We're going to safety this, and let's roll with it. So here's my 8-piece chat. Bijan over the rushing, Drake London over the receiving, Kyle Pitts longest reception, Will Richard's kicker points, DJ Moore 59.5, Young Hoku 7.5, Aaron Jones over the rushing, and Justin Jefferson over the receiving. It's got to be Justin Jefferson night. I'm sick of this Jordan Addison
tonight.
He's been pop. Everybody has to. He's been on fire.
Well, I mean, the Bears are a good defense.
The Bears defense.
Good versus wide receivers. They're solid. They're not bad at all.
The Bears defense over the past 4 weeks versus the wide receiver is right in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, so that's why I like them to focus on Jefferson and Addison to have another good night.
I mean,
I think Justin Jefferson in primetime, he's going to have a good night no matter what.
You know it. Yes.
Yeah, it's like Jamar Chase primetime. He's going to have a good game.
Who has more interceptions? Kirk Cousins or Dez on the career? Or are you talking on the season? I think Kirk has a ton on the season. He has like 14, 13. He's thrown a ton. I know that Caleb Williams hasn't thrown a pick in forever, bro. So that's good on that side. BDE in the building. What's good? You missed all my shout outs on your calls, man. It was nuts. AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts. But say that again, Jerry. Oh, today. Oh, it's got to be Ritter, bro. Does Kirk Cousins throw more picks than Ritter tonight? Tell me you're lying.
Yeah, he's throwing 12.
How many does Cousins have? 13, 14? Oh, we lost Bandit. He got lost in the Matrix. Are you hopping in BDE? I got like 5, 8, 10 minutes left here before we got to head to the mom's for dinner. If you were to take a guy to score on Vegas, who are you taking? Bowers, Myers, or Ritter? I would take McCormick. Emo. I would take McCormick. I would love if Mooney got 0 points tonight, Mr. Magic. I'm playing against him in community first. I need a big day from Caleb Williams and DJ Moore. I'm sitting Kirk Cousins for Caleb Williams. I don't like it, but I got to go for the upside because I'm down. I don't like Jacoby Myers with Ritter. I just don't. I don't trust it any single way. If he does me wrong, he does me wrong. But I cannot see Desmond Ritter playing good. He got all of his yards in garbage time. He looked terrible, and they were like dump offs. I mean, I don't think I saw him throw the ball over 10 yards in that game. I'm out in the disco balls. I am out. I'm out in my league as well, too, bro. My team fucking dropped 70 points. It's freaking horrible. Not a good week. Saquon Barkley is a piece of shit. But this is what I locked in, Disco. I saw your 8-piece tweet. This is what I'm locking in for my 8-piece tweet. Not tweet, but just 8-piece. So I like Bijan rushing, Drake London receiving, Kyle Pitts longest, Richard's kicking, DJ Moore's receiving, Koo's kicking because Koo's my number one kicker on the week. Aaron Jones rushing at 66.5 because the Bears. This should be like an absolute lock. The Bears are hemorrhaging 130 yards a game. You beat me, bro. You beat me. Justin Jefferson receiving yards. I'm not going to take Addison. I'm not veering away from Jalen Johnson. Justin Jefferson in prime time is just ridiculous. But you were the number 1 seed. I was the 8 seed, bro. Don't get it twisted. My team was beat up all year, and I played the top score of like the first 5 weeks, which cost my playoff positioning, which is an absolute joke. I played 130, 150. You played 100, 100. I played 139. You played 128. I barely lost. You played 99 in week 4. I played 145. I played 132 in the next week. You played 90. In week 6, I played 92. I finally got a shitter. You played 80 points from Angry Elf. I mean, Jesus Christ. Teams just did not show up against Disco at all. You got all the low scores every fucking week. It's beautiful. Packers, Packers next week. You're playing the Saints at home in the cold. The Packers are my number 1 defense next week. London or DJ Moore, Monday Night Miracle. You have to go with Drake London. The matchup he has the best matchup on paper, Jose. It's unbelievable. Like the number one PFF matchup there is, but I do like DJ Moore's upside higher. I'm not going to lie. Need a big game from Bowers. Last time Ritter was out there, you saw Moore go to Michael Mayer. So, I mean, ugly all the way around. I just don't know how to judge Desmond Ritter. I think he's a fucking horrible quarterback. So
who's the backup?
It's really, really rough. You did put up points too as well, but I'm saying you have the most ridiculous fucking points against you. It's not even close. I mean, you had 14. Dude, guys, hear this out right here. Disco's Dynasty. This is the lowest scoring I've seen out of every Dynasty I've been in. Any single one of them. So you have 1,443 points against you, which is the lowest to 1,509 for the Young Wolf, and no one else is under 1,600 or 1,700. So you guys got the absolute easiest fucking schedule of a lifetime. And my points against me are at 1,728, so 300 more than you, bro. That is how much the competition played against me than they played against you, which is crazy. That's super fucking low. Thank you for the follow, Jose. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the channel, brother. We got like 3 minutes left. Bandit hops back in. You got any calls you like tonight? Anything you want to drop on tonight's game? Who do you like? Bears, Vikings.
I mean, it's tough. I think the Vikings are going to win it, but I want to be surprised if the Bears won, though.
Hit the like button. So, are you taking the over-under or no?
No, division game, I don't know.
Last time it was way over.
I think it'll be lower scoring this time. Oh, they're in the dome, though.
They're in the dome.
What am I saying? Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I'm taking the Bears with 7 and the over. 7's a lot of points to give up. Last time it was a field goal game. And I'm taking the Falcons to beat the Raiders, and I'm taking the under. And I'm taking the money line for the Falcons that don't trust Kirk. My man's chirping to someone with only lost. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Everyone scored 80 points against you. It's freaking ridiculous. Hit the like button from Jerry. Hey, guys, up 29.5 from John. Up 29.5 going against Jones and Keenan. Am I cooked? 0.5 PPR. I think it's going to be close. I do like Keenan. I do like Jones tonight, so they both have great matchups. I mean, just depends on – you could hope that Aaron Jones gets banged up at age 30 and he misses a couple drives. That's about it. Right? That's the only thing. Raiders, Falcons, 44.5. You like the over-under?
Dude, the Falcons might get that themselves.
No, the Falcons haven't scored 40 points all year.
The Raiders, man, the Raiders' defense is so bad.
And
they're not getting 40, but I think they're going to get 24, 27. I'd probably go the under because I don't think the Raiders are going to score a touchdown at all. So.
I'm taking the under and the Falcons money line. I don't trust the Falcons. The Falcons have played like shit, bro. So I mean, there's a get right game. This is it.
Desmond Ritter legacy fucking game or what?
Desmond Ritter legacy. Isn't it a revenge game?
Oh, he's playing the Falcons.
It's a revenge game for Desmond Ritter.
You might be onto something.
Ritter's going off tonight.
Ritter's going off tonight. But all the overs, guys.
All right, though. I got to get going, guys. Bandit, little 5-minute session. Tomorrow night or tomorrow, I'll do all my rankings. I'll get everything out for you guys. I'm going to try and get all my content out between like Tuesday and Wednesday because I leave Thursday for Tahoe for the weekend. Friday night. And then Thursday is the last show. And then Friday, if you want to hop on the show Friday, Bandit, I'm going to do, because we leave at noon, I'm going to do like a 3-hour just drafting, talking football stream the whole way.
All right.
So if you guys want to hop in. You do have the most points for Disco, but the points against you are fucking atrocious. There's no way around it. Stop saying it. It's embarrassing. 1,400 points is fucking terrible in fantasy football to have against you. That's like the lowest. I can go through every dynasty. I have 20 leagues. No one has 1,400 points against them. All right. I'm out, guys. Peace out. I'll catch you Thursday on the show, or I'll drop all my videos tomorrow. Peace, 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 peace. Well, I hear you, baby.